So that's where you
Yeah.
have your new trainer.
Actually, his new trainer now is Christopher Reeves. To be honest, that's his
What?
name.
Really?
Yeah,
Superman.
I know he's not
funny.
Christopher
I
Reeve.
thought he was the
Superman.
Superman.
So we got a father and son here, right? So do you
Yeah,
guys ever
pretty
play?
interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Do you guys ever play one on one?
Including me, I stop. Guys, welcome again from the Locker Room Talk Show. Here I am. With me are Noel Pascual and Art De La Rosa. No, Art De La Cruz.
This is a basketball
And
player.
we have a very interesting topic for you today. A father and son duo named Ed and Josh Mendoza. And Josh, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting us. We're glad to be here.
Hi Ed, hi John.
Hi guys.
So, so Idol, tell us your playing career with the Letran
Ah,
Knights.
well, I started playing with Letran when I was in high school. So played with them 1990, 91, 92. Uh, we are the champion on the 1990s NCAA juniors. I was reserved back then on the 1990 team, and I played 91 and 92. So and then trying to play in the seniors level, I transferred to University of the East for a year because
Okay.
the
UAP.
yeah because
Yeah.
because the team, the senior level of the 92 team was the defending champion. They were the champ.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
They beat Letran beat San Sebastian back then
Ah.
on the 92 season. So instead of me going up to the seniors and be a reserve, two of my teammates were playing in UE,
Mm.
former teammates
Okay.
from Letran.
Yeah.
So they asked me to, hey, come join us over here. So I went to UE for 1 year, residency and all that.
Uh-huh.
And then when I was about to, go into that team, their coach back then was Pere Ronquillo, got
Okay.
fired out. He got fired
Ooh.
and
Okay.
got replaced by Francis Rodriguez.
Ah.
Oh,
Francis
okay.
Rodriguez was the coach of San Sebastian prior
That's
to
right.
that,
Oh.
you know. So we have history back then. They know us.
Mhm.
Coaches knows whose players went from where.
Mhm.
So I wasn't when he got to the gym. I still remember it. We were playing at UE. He's gonna introduce himself, and the team was there. We were like, practicing and all that. He got into the gym. I think it was like 3 players with him.
Mm.
He brought 3 players in the team and said, "This is all my guys." So
Mhm.
whoever's not comfortable with it, you could get out of
Mhm.
the gym, something like that. So uh, me and my other teammate which left, and one of my teammates stayed. So I said, I'm just gonna go back to Letran
Mm.
for the
Okay.
93 or the 93-94 season and all that. But freak of nature, I had an accident 1994 car accident in Bulacan.
Wow.
So it ended my career on that car accident. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
So that was my short stint on playing over there in the Philippines.
Who were your contemporaries then in Letran?
Well, in Letran, that played all the way, especially back then, was the brother of Samboy Lim. He was my teammate,
Mhm.
Anthony Lim.
Okay.
Uh, I remember from Sambeda, Roque,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ba- Tyrone
Mhm.
Bautista.
Oh.
Tyrone. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are my batch
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the Sambeda side. San Sebastian, Rodney Santos. Those are my batch.
Ah,
On the Mapua side, Mark Telan,
Mm-hmm.
the Madrid Twins,
Yes.
from Benedicto. Those are my uh,
Yeah.
that what I remembered, back
What year did you graduate from high school?
93,
93. So we're the
93
same
March.
batch.
yeah, you're
Yeah?
Yeah, 93.
Yeah,
same
the
batch,
Okay,
yeah.
no mentioning of age. No mentioning of age.
I think they can figure it out.
But
Yeah,
We do the
93.
math on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Spirito.
Bautista and
Yeah,
Roque
Bautista,
was your
yeah.
batch.
Yeah, so that's why
Schoolmate.
that's why I'm familiar with the players that he was mentioning, like
Bahar.
Teron, yeah, Renzi
so
Bar,
so
Friends
Art,
of ours.
yeah,
Don Don, right? Don Don.
Don Torres.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, here's the story. Before I went to before I went to Letran,
Mm.
I started trying out for Sambeda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because my friend in Sambeda who really encouraged me, I was just playing. Elementary, I went to St. James Academy of Malabon.
Mhm.
Okay, so I played there
Mhm.
in St. James for 2 years,
Mhm.
grade 5 and grade 6. So when I graduated grade 6, I was playing, those small leagues at
Yeah.
home, the barangay and all
Yeah,
that.
barangay leagues. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And one of our good friends growing up was Merwin Castelo.
Mhm.
You know that? You heard that name?
Of course.
Merwin Castelo. They
Okay.
were he's a player of Sambeda seniors.
Oh, okay.
With
Okay.
Boy Beats Victoria.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
A
boy
little
band.
older,
Okay,
yeah.
Morano.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So those are our group of
Moran?
friends. Boy
Yeah.
Beats Victoria, Merwin Castelo, and the guy that they call Bagwis.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Magwis. Yeah.
Mhm.
Remember them?
Yeah.
So they encouraged me, say, hey, you got game, try out in Sambeda. Of course, they're
Mhm.
gonna ask me to try out in Sambeda because they're from Sambeda.
Uh-huh.
So I tried out in Sambeda. Ato Budalato saw me,
Mhm.
Coach Ato,
Uh-huh.
and he said, I'd like you to play for us, but I cannot use you in the high school level yet.
Mhm.
I will use you in the pastorel, which is grade 7.
Mhm.
So you have to go to grade 7.
Mhm.
And then I said, I have to ask my dad.
Mhm.
So instead of telling my dad that,
Mhm.
I have another friend that plays for San Sebastian,
Mhm.
but this is a volleyball player in San Sebastian. He said, why don't you try out for San Sebastian?
Mhm.
They'll get you right away in first year high school.
Yeah.
So I went to San Sebastian.
Mhm.
They put me in the lineup,
Mhm.
San Sebastian juniors. So here's the thing. It was enrollment day, and my dad said, okay. He told my sister, the eldest, okay, accompany him to San Sebastian for the enrollment.
Mhm.
And while we're sitting outside the principal's office, that was the time that San Sebastian High School already have girls.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Co-ed
Mhm.
already.
Go-ed na. Okay.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. I really, really still remember what happened. We were outside the principal's office. Besides the principal's office is the C80 room, where the
Yeah.
officer stays, There's a group of high school girls went in there
Mhm.
for 30 minutes while we're waiting. And when they come out, they were like rearranging their skirt.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So my
Knew it.
sister saw that.
Mhm.
And my sister was a graduate of Assumption in
Okay. Assumption.
in what do you call that in Makati?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm,
San
mhm.
Lorenzo.
San Lorenzo. There you go. So she said, and they were like coming out of that room, like holding a makeup, putting up
Like,
lipstick
no,
and
you're
all
not
that.
going to that
fix it.
school.
And my sister just took my shirt like that and said, "Let's go. You're not going to this school."
And I bet you're like, no, but I want to go here.
Yeah, and that's what I said. No, I want it here. I want here. You know. So when we went home, she told my dad, and my dad just said, "All right, you tried your school, what you want. You went San Beda, you went to San Sebastian. Now I'm gonna tell you where I want you to be. Go to Letran." Then that's when I found out that he was a graduate of Letran.
Oh, okay.
He went to school in Letran. So okay, so I went to Letran. So that's the story.
Yeah.
That's why I went to
Yeah,
Letran.
it must be.
You didn't know that your dad was a graduate of Letran until that time, until he took the
I was unaware.
But you
And
must
he
be.
didn't bother you. He didn't even bother to tell the story.
Yeah, I was unaware. He graduated high school in Letran. I just found out that
Well,
day.
guys, we could have had a bed on here. We almost
I
had
know,
a
but
bed.
Yeah, we
yeah,
almost
I
had
mean, tsaka, ano, you could. I mean, you must be really good to
For
with these
Ato?
schools. Yeah, for Ato and like all these
Yeah.
would be fun
Yeah.
to play with.
So Ed, moving forward, now that we're in Southern California and you have your sibling beside you. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
So, this is
Hi.
Josh. So,
How old is
Josh,
he? How old are you? Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, I'm 15.
Oh wow. I moved here when I was 15 from the Philippines. I was about your age.
So are you a freshman in
Sophomore probably.
or
So I'm
sophomore?
a sophomore now.
Sophomore now? Okay, so you were a freshman last year, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember I played with you guys at one time with your dad, and is that the gym that you guys normally train?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Sweat and Chino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Ed, tell us more about your son Josh.
Oh, well,
Good introduction.
Josh has been. Josh has been. You.
Well, you tell us.
Yeah, tell us,
Okay,
Come closer.
all right. I've been playing basketball since like 3 years old because I saw like my dad like watching like a Laker game. I think it was like probably during like the 2008 finals, like Lakers and Celtics. And I remember like my dad was like always yelling at the TV during people's game. And then like we had like a basketball court at the backyard, and my dad would like always play once in a while. And I was like, okay, it seems cool. Like I'll just like try and play, like, and if I can. So yeah, I mean that's how I started playing basketball. Up to now.
Yeah, we could tell you your dad must be a really good player. If he didn't have that accident, he probably would have been in the PBA. Because like him telling us that he's been recruited by these like top high school programs back in the Philippines. You know, that tells you something. I tried out like with even in my own school, I didn't get picked. Like San Beda, there's like hundreds of kids would try out there from different places, and it's very selected. So for like a coach from that school or like any other schools telling him to play for them, it must be something. Sayang.
And
Yeah.
what's kind of funny too is your dad almost went to San Beda. He ended up in Letran. So when I was playing for San Beda, I was coming back here to the States, and I didn't know. It's kind of funny, like your dad played in the barangay, so that my season was over, right? San Beda was over. I already graduated, and I was already gonna come here to the States. So I just played in this barangay league.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that there was a Letran like scout watching the game. So they were trying to recruit. I guess they didn't tell me, but they talked to my grandma because she was like my guardian. But she never, because she knew I was like coming back. So she told me, "Oh no, I didn't want to tell you because your mom would get mad and this and that." But it was kind of funny. So that's why I kind of always think of Letran as, oh, okay, maybe, but you never know. So that was kind of funny. It's kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
As a father having a son that loves basketball, so how was he growing up into the game? Like, how did you teach Josh to, since he's a pedigree? I mean,
You know, that's the hard thing. I mean, be honest, I think most of the fathers knows this that play. When you're like teaching your son the game, sometimes it gets hard to teach your son because you're expecting him to be better than you or do things that you've done before. So you're expecting like, "Oh, I have to do this 'cause I've done it before, you know."
Yeah, yeah.
So sometimes I believe from other fathers that I talked to that played before, have their kids, they were advising me back then that just let him grow the the game on him to like the game, you know, not force him and all that. Because at the end, at point is that there's a point back then that I stopped training him. It's not gonna work anymore because we're clashing,
Uh-huh.
and it's getting to the point that you're bringing it at home. The training, the bad situation. Like you train for 2 hours, then you bring it and you go home. You still have why you do this, why you know. So it came to the point that okay, I'm not gonna train anymore. I'm just gonna ask somebody to train me. I'll give some
okay.
pointers along the way, and so that we don't have any friction
Yeah.
or anything like that. But I mean, uh, right now he's 15. We just came from a training right now, like earlier for an hour and a half with his trainer. And I mean, from the time that we were training, like when first time he held the ball, 3 years old, he played 5 years old at YMCA, all throughout. I don't know, maybe 10 years old, 11 years old, he's playing YMCA. And after that, graduated from YMCA. He played travel ball since that, then high school ball. I mean, he's really good now. Really, really good.
Oh,
Like,
that's good.
for example, I have a shooting back then, but not even close on how he shoot. And he's just 15.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
different era, you know.
Yeah, so I remember when we were playing, I was playing with the both of you guys, and actually I remember towards the end of our game, his trainer came and played with us, right?
Oh no, that was my old one. Like when I was,
Yeah, old
that
trainer.
was like when I was.
Oh,
in,
that was your old trainer. Okay,
sixth
can you
grade.
tell us a little bit about your old trainer and then your new trainer?
So when I moved out here, we got a new trainer, and at this time, like I really didn't like shoot like 3-pointers that much. Like my game was like pump fakes, jabs, or like pass first, like point guard and layups. But when I first like met him, he made me stay on like a shooting machine. If you know what that is,
Yeah.
he just made me stay on
Yeah.
there for like an hour, 30 minutes, just like shooting it like all 5 spots from three. So then that's how I started like becoming a shooter now, like just shooting the ball more. And then around the summertime in 6th grade, he assembled a travel ball team. It was my first travel ball team I played on, and like we were all like in 6th, 7th grade, and we played like 17-year-olds. It was really bad, but like it got us better though.
They get him blown up like
Uh-huh.
60 points, right? Because they're bigger.
So
They're more-
what position do you normally play?
I used to play point guard when he was coaching me, but then I guess like since like I adapted more, like I became a 2. But I'm just trying to go back to being a 1.
Okay. So that means you got handles and you can shoot. That's good.
Yeah, because
Because of one, you gotta
I
have
always
handles.
watch him. I always watch him, especially every game that he has. I'm always there watching, and I keep on telling him that you are natural on the one,
Uh-huh.
not because you have the dribbling ability or the skills and all that. I get that, but the number one advantage that he has to become a one is his IQ. He has tremendous IQ when it comes to the inside the court.
Uh-huh.
Like that's why I say, because he's on. Sometimes he plays two, sometimes he plays three, right? So the point guard nowadays usually is wanna be Kyrie Irving,
Yeah, the shooting, right? The
Yeah.
shooter.
the shooter, and the
Or-
the dribbles and all that. They wanna embarrass
The
their
ankle breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So that's what they're always doing. So imagine this: you have a shot clock, 25 seconds, right? A point guard that will dribble, like shot. What do you call this? Charles Barkley will always say dribble. You know,
It's basically
the
wasting time.
point guard will dribble like 10 to 12 seconds of that,
Yeah, it's
up
wasting
to the
time.
15 seconds before he passes. Now it's like down to 10 seconds your shot clock, for example,
Yeah.
if there's a shot clock, right? And then by the time that you pass it to your teammate is already defended also.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to defend that. So now when he's in there and I see him, he's the two, the three, when they pass him the ball, instead of him shooting it, he has the mentality of a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very unselfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like instead of doing, he wants to assist it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
what I'm saying, so I said, all right, why just play the point, play the number one position. You have the IQ for it. Like on fast break, he's the only kid that on his team that I see that, for example, he's in the wing, point guard dribbling the ball in the middle.
Yeah.
When the point guard pass him on the wing, he has the tendency to return the ball when the defender comes up to him, because they know he's the shooter, right? So they'll come up to him, and he has the tendency to pass it to the point guard when he was still running, crossing the middle for an easy layup.
Uh-huh.
But some of his teammates, most of his teammates, when he do that, when the teammates does that, they won't pass it. They're like one-on-one, going for the for the ring, even if you have, other teammates on the wing. He is like looking for the pass first before shoot. So I said, you're natural being a point if that's your mentality, and he has the IQ for it.
So it sounds like he makes basically good decisions on the
Yes,
floor,
it-
like the floor general, right?
yeah. That's why sometimes I'm telling him this too. I said, look, that game you didn't shoot good, right? Yeah, I know that I didn't shoot good. I was on a slump. I know, I understand. But why do you think you're still in the game? Your coach didn't pull you out. Was defending. I was great on defense and all that. Yeah, and you are not hugging the ball. You're not hugging the ball if it's you guys are in offense. You make the ball swing. Move around. So they keep coaches loves to keep players like that. Like in our language, usually ayaw ng coach ng buhaya,
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
right? Right?
So what school does he go to?
Oh, I go to Don Lugo.
Oh, right
Here.
there, Don Lugo. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Don Lugo High School. That's where what's her name?
Diana Taurasi.
Oh,
Graduated.
really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. So that's where she graduated. Oh, so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, okay.
So is that near where we played that one time in that gym? Is that nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like maybe 4 blocks away.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's where you
Yeah.
have your new trainer.
Actually, his new trainer now is Christopher Reeves. To be honest, that's his
What?
name.
Really?
Yeah.
Superman.
I know he's
Funny.
not Christopher Reeve.
I thought he was the Superman. That's
Reincarnated.
his name. He's a professional retired
Wow.
professional basketball player, but not professional here. He is professional overseas. He played in the Europe League. He
Okay.
played in China. He played in China for 10 years. He was
Oh,
with
Oh, really?
what's the guy's name? That he's the
Stefan Marbury?
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we played with him. You know,
Uh-huh.
so he was in China for 10 years. He just retired a
Okay.
year and a half ago.
I
So
think
now that's who's training him now.
yeah, I think Jeremy Lin played there, and Yao Ming too, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So
So
Josh, tell us more about your environment in school. Like, obviously, you have a great environment at home. You have a very supportive father who can teach you almost the game of basketball. Now, how about that Lugo? I mean, is it a basketball school, or how's the environment?
Um, I think it's like mainly I'm gonna say like baseball school because our baseball team is like really good. Um, yeah. What was the other question? Was after that?
No, the environment, like the culture,
Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
culture of the school. Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like everyone around there is nice and stuff. The teachers are cool. Yeah, everyone there is just friendly, so nothing like pretty much bad will happen to you if you go there.
so on your team, are there other like maybe Filipino players on your team?
Oh no, I'm like the only one.
You're the only one.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh well, there's like one, but he's half.
yeah,
He's half. Okay.
Filipino.
He's half white, half Filipino.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But actually, that's actually a good thing. If you're the only one, that means you're really good because you know that's actually a good thing. So what's the so kind of like what Mike was saying, the environment of the school. What's the I guess most of the ethnic background in the school.
All like the race.
Uh huh.
Oh, let me say like Mexican, white and blacks.
Okay.
Like rarely Asians or Pacific Islanders.
Okay.
Like when they see me, when they see me, like they're shocked because like they don't really
They were like, 'cause there's three schools around this area.
Uh huh.
There's his school, Don Lugo.
Okay.
There's Ayala High School,
Yeah.
which is part of Chino Hills, and then there's the Chino Hills. The Chino Hills High School where the Ball brothers came.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
So those three schools. So most of the Asian kids,
Uh huh.
Mhm.
they're at Chino Hills and Ayala.
Yeah. Yeah.
split.
Ah. Okay.
So that's why when they see him, why are you here? Why you're not in Chino Hills and why you're not in Ayala? You know, Asian kids are there
Uh-huh.
and white kids, but I mean, we don't go for anything like that. Which like the closest school, then we go here.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so it's
So-
more
so,
diverse in Don Lugo.
yeah, it's more
That's what it
diverse
sounds
than
like,
Lugo.
yeah.
More diverse.
So which
Okay.
one would be your rival? Which one's your rival school?
there's a school called Chino, but not Chino Hills. So our rival school is Chino.
Ah, okay.
Chino.
Yeah, Chino. Yeah, that one too. That one is more on a what 70% Hispanic
Yeah.
and maybe 10% black.
Ah, okay.
Rest mix. But that's their main rival. The coach right now of that school is what's his name? Cooper.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know.
we just know him Cooper. His last name is Cooper. He's a two-time state champ as a
Oh.
coach.
Cool.
Yeah, two-time state champ. So he's recruiting pretty good in that school. So but that's gonna be like their main rival.
So,
Besides the Chino Hills and Ayala.
so right now, with the COVID situation, so what's going on like with your high school program? Are they doing anything or are you guys practicing or?
As of right now, I heard like the sports like football and stuff like they just like condition. They don't do like contact stuff. Like they just do like running and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I think they shut it down because of the stay-at-home order in California.
Yeah.
They shut it down. But for basketball, I got a message saying that we should be back January 8th if we're allowed to. But just for conditioning, like nothing like no contact stuff.
Yeah.
So just
So
more
just
like
working out.
individual conditioning type of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully, with the vaccine out right now,
Yeah.
Oh
everyone
yeah.
can go back. Hopefully, in
Yeah,
a month or
hopefully
two.
they could
Yeah.
start their season
Mhm.
next this coming month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Sorry
so
for
we'd
the
like to,
athletes, you know. They work hard for like every single day training and training. If they can't
Mhm.
play,
Yeah.
sad.
This actually, right after the frontliners, I think the athletes should get it next.
There you go. So at least we can
so they
watch
should
them,
go
right?
to
We got some
they can
entertainment.
go to work.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
So, so we just like to thank our sponsors, Top Digital Studio, digital marketing agency. Just go to topdigitalstudio.com to learn more about how video creatives are done right. And you can catch these episodes of the show every Friday at 4 p.m. at mybalits.com. And if you can show us some love by clicking subscribe or clicking that like button at the bottom of the page, just to show us some love. So
So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask this since so this is called like the locker room talk show, right? So we're gonna get some locker room questions here. So we got a father and son here, right? So do you
yeah,
guys
pretty interesting dynamic.
do you guys ever play one-on-one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like not right now, or like we haven't played in a
I
while.
stopped when
Probably like March.
when he started beating me. I stopped. Before I could beat him, but it happened like this year. It happened this year when there's this COVID thing. So we were playing in our front yard, and I think he beat me. So I stopped playing him one on one after that.
Yeah. Well, that will eventually happen. It's already 50.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not 10
I know,
anymore.
I know you have a pool too. So did you challenge him to swimming? You know, just kidding.
So Ed, so let's say I know he's just a sophomore, but of course we're gonna shoot for the stars. So far, have scouts been looking at Josh or this?
Not yet. It's still
Mhm.
technically just played one high school ball, which is last year.
Ah.
This year, his sophomore year. Hopefully, they have a season in January, February, or March. So after that, maybe we could see anything. We could see some chatter if that's what you call it. But
Mhm.
you could hear LeVar talk about his sons, right? But here's my
Yeah.
thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. If this kid gets to at least 6'3" and above on his height, it's a done deal.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's how good he is. Just give him that 6'3" height,
Yeah.
and he's really good.
Yeah.
So where are you now? What's your height right now?
Like 5'8", probably 5'8", 5'9".
Okay. All right, that's
So
good. That's
you're
good.
pretty tall, Noel. What would you recommend him?
So when I was let me see. When I was maybe your age, maybe I was like 5'10",
Mhm.
5'10", and so now I'm like 6'1".
Mhm.
But it really depends. It depends on the person because I don't know if you heard of like Dennis Rodman and Pippen and even Anthony Davis.
Mhm.
They were only like 6'1" out of high school, and then they shot up after high school. So it depends. It depends on the person. So yeah, but it's
Good
actually
example. Good example is Steph Curry. Steph Curry was like 5'7" when 5'8" in high school, and then he grew at least 6'1", I think, in his senior year, right? Yeah.
yeah.
And he has the genes in that. Not on my side. His uncle from his mother's side he's tall, 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, okay. Okay, there you go.
So I hope and pray he gets that height genes in her mom's side.
There you go.
Yeah, because her mom's sides are, I mean, his mom's sides are actually players also in the Philippines back then.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember, his name is Romy Yanga. That's one of the pioneer in Mika times. Mika and early
okay.
PBA times
Okay.
with the Worski and all that.
Uh-huh.
So that and yeah, they have the genes to back it up. Hopefully he gets the height.
Well, actually, that's good if he grows, because that's what Anthony Davis actually has. He used to play point guard, so even though he's like almost 7 foot now, he still can handle the ball, and that helps quite a bit, and shoot the ball and all that. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Josh, Ed, in behalf of Noel, Art, and Top Digital Studio, we'd like to thank you for your time, for joining us in this show.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
it was nice to
welcome.
see you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ren, for inviting us.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed and Josh. We'll definitely look out for you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Please keep us posted.
Hopefully we have that NCAA UAAP tournament again this year.
I know, yeah,
that's
with
right.
others,
Soon, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yeah.
you know. Hopefully 2021.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll have to
Hopefully.
pray. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that
Okay.
you could also video it, telecast. I mean, what it,
Yeah.
live it, stream it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because all of my friends sees it back. That was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
right,
fun.
yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
My teammates from UK
Uh-huh.
were like
Uh,
watching it like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, wow.
They,
Nice.
they call
Wow.
they go to work just to watch it.
Oh, wow. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised because like one of the games is like it had like 900 views. So yeah, we'll try to do
Nice.
better. Yeah.
That
means
was
people are watching.
that was because of Ed. They were watching Ed. See?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
That's why you're my
no,
idol.
no.
My idol.
I know. All right.
All right.
Okay, well, we'll
Thank
see
you,
you
guys.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
There,
Thank you.
guys.
Stay
There,
safe.
Josh.
Thank
All right,
you.
you too. Bye.